You're welcome, great leaders. We we've talked about summarized the ethos of of great cultures, of thriving culture of every organization. You're welcome. This moment, have you considered the challenges some of us face when we work in places that have had long-standing bureaucracies? Cultures exist within every working sphere or terrain. Especially there has been long established bureaucracies that have made the work to go well within certain seasons and within certain time. So a lot of times new intakes or new people who come into organization find it difficult to adjust or to attune themselves to embrace the culture of the organization they met. And it's critical and it's important. So when we talk about legacy culture, we're talking about long-standing culture built over time by reason of existing bureaucracies. And because of it, the organization has done well or gone far within season and times. And at the time, it begins to cast shadow. It may begin to cast shadow of now shadow culture, may now begin to cast shadow on the wheel of progress of that organization. And so, as a great leader, you will need to appreciate first legacy culture in your terrain. First, appreciate it. Every organization has its working modalities, legacies set out in time to ensure smooth running of the organization. Learn to embrace it. When you learn to embrace it, then you work with it. Embrace it, work with it. Those who are innovative or creative minded might find it so difficult at certain times where the bureaucracies begin to pose challenges. But it doesn't mean they never existed for good. They were there for good. And so we will have to find a way to embrace it first. And then through our relational approach and the way we do things, we still ensure that the cultures are modified. This modifying culture is a human centered operational system. We modify them by the way we do things. The way we do things may be better approach, it may be a better approach. So when we find a better way of doing something that will yield even better results, that would mean modifying the existing culture. But we will have to learn to embrace the legacy culture within our organization. More importantly, certain legacy cultures also pose shadow challenges. And these shadows are challenges that pose threats on the wheel of the progress of the organization. How do you deal with shadows associated with legacy culture? And it's important we understand that. And we will learn more on this as we navigate this legacy culture, as we navigate its attendant shadows, and we learn to know that what is important is the progress and thriving capacity of the organization, not necessarily what we want as individuals. And we also know that even in the thriving capacity of the organization, everyone we work with must be attuned or must be in tune with the working environment. And this is critical. I am sure that this makes sense to you, but it's important we understand that in every sphere where you serve, there are cultures in existence, not really you that fix them, but they were already there because of the working modalities of the place and how the people who work there respond to the working modalities. How they respond over time created the environment. And because the environment has been created, when you join, you are too, you fall in line with that same environment. However, certain times they may begin to pose threats to the progress of the organization. And here comes the need for innovation. Innovation, most times, is not necessarily structural innovation, but it may be also social innovation. How do we respond to issues that arise? How do we respond among ourselves? How do we deal with things? And how do we create a better working environment? And these are the things that we look at, and it's important we understand these concerns exist. For wherever you are, wherever you are serving, these concerns basically exist. But as great leaders, it's important we learn to navigate these challenges. Thank you.